I'm Megan.
And this is Cooking with the Bells.
Great. What are you drinking?
How do you feel about a brown sugar shaken espresso?
You know, I will never say no to coffee.
Great.
I have
I'm
a
so
toddler.
glad. I was going to say, I'm sure you can see it on our faces. Tired today. All right. As y'all can see, I've already made one, but we're going to make a second one. And that's it. So it's
Looks lovely.
honestly pretty easy.
Cheers. That's good stuff.
I love this. So what food are we making today? I've caffeinated us. How are you feeding us?
Well, today, something that our family loves. Blackstone caramelized onion chicken quesadillas. So now we're going to make our caramelized onion and chicken quesadillas on our Blackstone. So we're going to just start by caramelizing our onion. We're going to throw it over here.
Remember to slice it before getting on camera this time. Be proud of us.
We're just going to put it all.
I have the last bit for you.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Yeah, get all of this oniony goodness in here.
All the little bits.
So, just gonna move them around. Remember, you have a grease trap back here. Don't let them go through. But we just want to make sure they're coated in that oil that we've already got on our Blackstone. It is preheated, pre-oiled. We're working with about a medium heat here. Oh, and you can already smell them doing their thing.
And remember, anything we do on our Blackstone, you can do on your griddle of preference, because we know not everyone likes having the propane griddle that's outside. They like having like the stovetop ones that you put over your burners. But you can also always do this in the skillet. Just make sure you're not overcrowding your pan.
Very true. Alright, so now that we have our onions nice caramelized, we have some that have that crunch still because that's what we like in a quesadilla. But we also have some that are soft, so we can, depending on people's preference, make some quesadillas with it. But we are going to take about a cup of shredded rotisserie chicken. We just like to use the rotisserie chicken for Blackstone days because it's so nice, easy. It's already made for us.
About a cup.
It was in the fridge because we bought it yesterday on our grocery shopping day. So we're just gonna let it heat up with our onions. I'm gonna do a mix.
Yum. I also like it when you have the like shredded chicken because it gets those like little caramelized bits where it's like touching the Blackstone.
So I'm just gonna spread it out. To where we have like a nice good layer to where it's not piled too high. And we're gonna take just some taco seasoning and lightly sprinkle. We don't want this to be like we're having, you know, full on taco, but we do want some of that flavor to combine with that charredness from the Blackstone. And we're just gonna mix it again. So now that that has gotten kind of toasty, we're just gonna move them on over to where we have a chicken onion free zone. And what we're gonna do, can you please hand me some tortillas?
Absolutely.
We're gonna put our tortillas on to our Blackstone. And so for ours, we can fit about 2 at a time. We're going to take our cheese, use your cheese of choice. We're just using a Colby and Monterey Jack blend. What you're gonna do is only on 1/2 of your quesadilla will you be putting your cheese.
And if you are choosing to use a vegan cheese, a plant-based cheese, just make sure you're kind of reading reviews to make sure you get one that actually melts really good.
Yes.
Because even though I don't think I've really ever had one that tastes bad, some of them, they don't all melt equally.
Yes.
And you are going to want your cheese to melt for this recipe.
Exactly. And you can already see our regular dairy cheese is melting on there. So we're going to go ahead and put some chicken onion mix on top of that cheese, which is going to melt it even more. And we're keeping it on that 1/2 of the tortilla, leaving the other half empty.
So I'd say if you are doing this in your house, you're doing it on skillets, I'd probably say get a second skillet out when you start making your quesadillas, just so you can put the chicken onion mix on a low heat to keep it warm, since it is one of the things helping us melt that top layer of cheese.
Oh,
you don't have to.
Gorgeous.
It's just a suggestion.
Yes, and so we are using like a little bit bigger than like a fajita size tortilla, but you can use whatever ones you want.
They are labeled as medium for this brand. I know some of the other brands were calling it a soft taco size, even though that seems very large to taco for me.
It really does.
Ironically, it was the only size our grocery store had yesterday, which was strange.
But it fits really nicely because we could fit
Yeah.
2. If we had used like the burrito size, we wouldn't have gotten 2 one at a time. So we're gonna go ahead and I did flip that empty side on there, and so now we're just gonna flip this empty side for this one, and you can see we've already got nice crusty top. You're gonna cook these as long as it is to your preference. Just like press it down a little bit to where you get that cheese melted and it holds it together. And I'm gonna just go ahead and flip this one and see what that other side looks like, and it is definitely ready.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just put it on my cutting board, and I'm sure that this one is done as well. It is.
Yum.
Looks so good. I'm just gonna put this one over here, and then we have leftover chicken and onion, so we're just gonna make a couple more. Woo.
All right, we're here. We have our quesadillas nice and cut up for us.
I've been waiting for these all
I'm so
since we
excited.
took them off the griddle.
I'm gonna go for this like edge piece.
Time to cut is just too long to wait.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. I love the caramelized onion.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I have like a big giant chunk right here, and it just with that cheese.
It gives you that something like a little different from like just your average quesadilla that you get everywhere, but it makes such a big difference. Like you wouldn't think a single ingredient would, but it's so good.
And really, the crisp of that tortilla from being on the Blackstone is excellent as well. And the cheese just got perfectly melty. I mean, look how gorgeous that all is.
You lost an onion.
I know. It's clean.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Blackstone onion and chicken quesadillas on the Blackstone and a shaken espresso to give you some energy to go with it.
You lost some chicken.
I did.
We're a pair.
Like always, if you like this video, please be sure to hit the like button down below.
And if you want to see more from us, hit the subscribe button. And thank you so much if you're already subscribed to us.
As always, our recipes will be linked down below.
Well, I guess that's it. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye!